You haven't heard this yet.
All right, this is period 2, Wednesday, October 24th. Notes on 4.3.1 GCF. All right, so we're going to learn 5 factoring methods. GCF is the first of 5 factoring methods. This is the easiest of the 5 factoring methods. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm looking at both terms, and I'm looking for the largest number that divides both terms. So, of 5 and 15, what is the largest number that divides both terms evenly? 5. So I'm going to write a 5. And then I'm going to write open parentheses. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide 5 out of each term. So 5x divided by 5 is x, and 15 divided by 5 is 3. Okay, so there it is in factored form. All right. This, what I just did was I undistributed. Okay. I'm going to write that down. GCF is undistributed. So each factoring method, what factoring means is to do the reverse of multiply, okay? So we are finding what are all of the smallest parts that multiply to the original expression. If I were to distribute a 5 at this point, I would get back what I started with. I'm undistributed. All right, next problem. Write that down for me. Robert, would you like to participate in today's lesson? All right, so now let's take a look at the numerical coefficients first. Okay, I've got 25 and 35. What's the largest number that divides both 25 and 35 evenly? 5. So 5 is part of the GCF. All right, but if there is a variable, the same variable in each term, then that variable is also part of the GCF. So for this problem, there's x in both terms, okay? So in order to get the variable part of the GCF, I'm looking for the smallest exponent of that common variable. So which exponent is smaller, 4 or 3? 3. So that means I am also including x to the 3rd in my GCF. And now I'm going to open my parentheses, and I'm going to divide 5x to the 3rd out of each term. So 25x to the 4th divided by 5x to the 3rd is 5x. Negative 35 divided by 5 is negative 7, and x to the 3rd will cancel. What's the GCF? Does anybody know? 4. What else? X to the 6th. Good. There's an x in each term. The smallest exponent is 6. So we've got 4x to the 6th. Would you finish that problem? All right, so 20 divided by 4 is 5. X to the 8th divided by x to the 6th. You're subtracting the exponents, gives you x to the 2nd. Negative 12 divided by 4 is negative 3. X to the 7th divided by x to the 6th. Subtract the exponent, gives you x to the 1st. You don't have to write the 1. 16 divided by 4 is 4. And then x to the 6th divided by x to the 6th is 1. And then since 4 times 1 is 4, I don't have to write anything for that. So there it is. Good? Try that one for me. Oh, this one has 2 variables. Should I walk you through that? Yeah. Alright, so the coefficient, 8, 16, 8. What's the greatest common factor? The largest number that divides into 8, 16, and 8 is 8. Okay, is there an x in each term?
Yes.
What's the smallest exponent for x? 1. We've got x to the first here, right? Is there a y in each term?
Yeah.
What's the smallest exponent for y? 1. So 8xy is the GCF. Can you finish it? No, finish meaning undistributed. That is the GCF. Alright, so 8 divided by 8 is 1. X divided by x is 1. Y to the third divided by y is y to the second. So I've got a 1y to the second. I don't need to write the 1. Negative 16 divided by 8 is negative 2. X to the second divided by x, subtract the exponents, gives you x to the first. Y to the second divided by y, subtract the exponents, is y. All right, 8 divided by 8 is 1. X to the third divided by x is x to the second. Y divided by y is 1. I don't have to write the 1 because 1 times x squared is x squared. Huh? Good. Okay. So here's my next problem. I've got a timer here. That means I'm going to give you that much time to do it by yourself. You want to write it down before I hit go? Nope, that's not what the problem is either. Oh well, I guess my timer isn't going to work. Alright, so first of all, finding the GCF. 2, 6, and 8. The GCF of 2, 6, and 8 is 2. And then I've got an a in each term. So the smallest exponent of the a is a to the first. And I have a b in each term, and the smallest exponent of the b's is b to the second. Now I'm opening my parentheses. So I have 2ab to the second divided by 2ab to the second. So the most common mistake is to say, well, that all canceled out, so I'm not going to write anything. But in division, okay, if you divide anything by itself, you get a 1. You have to write a 1 there. Okay? In some of the previous problems, we didn't write a 1, but it was because 1 times something, and so we put that something. In this case, when everything cancels, we write 1. That's the most common mistake. Negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. A to the second divided by a is a. B to the second divided by b to the second is 1. But again, negative 3a times 1 is negative 3a. So that's why I'm not writing 1 for this. All right, 8 divided by 2 is 4. A to the third divided by a is a to the second. B to the second divided by b to the second is 1. So there we go. All right, so I only have one more thing for you to do. I want you to write all of this down. Okay, all of this goes in your notes. I don't have any more problems, so after you get done writing that down, you're done your notes for the day. And there is about 15 minutes of time left, so you can continue to work on your menu items after you get done writing that down. Okay, menu items are due tomorrow at the beginning of the period.
I think I really want to do one.
You want, right, if you want to do one, you only have to do one.